Trying to learn Japanese but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Japanese with confidence, and that's how you learn at Japanese Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Japanese Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to talk about past experience in Japanese? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Emily, and this is 3-Step Japanese by JapanesePod101.com. In this lesson, you'll learn how to talk about past experience through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. おいしい寿司屋に行きましょう。ごちそうしますよ。佐々木さんは本当に寿司が好きですね。はい、大好きです。私は子供の時、岩手にいました。岩手の寿司は本当においしいです。だから小さい時、よく食べました。でも、アメリカでは全然食べませんでした。そうですか。私はあんまり寿司を食べません。どうしてですか？私も小さい時は函館でたくさん食べました。函館の寿司もおいしいですから。でも、東京ではあまり食べません。大丈夫です。このお店は絶対おいしいですよ。Let's break it down. おいしい寿司屋に行きましょう。ごちそうしますよ。Let's go to the delicious sushi restaurant. I'll treat you. 佐々木さんは本当に寿司が好きですね。佐々木、You really like sushi, don't you? はい、大好きです。私は子供の時、岩手にいました。岩手の寿司は本当においしいです。だから小さい時、よく食べました。でも、アメリカでは全然食べませんでした。This part of the dialogue has our focus for the lesson. Let's break it down a little. First is, はい、大好きです。Yes, I love it. Then is, 私は子供の時、岩手にいました。This is our focus sentence. First is the word 私 meaning I. This is the subject of the sentence. 私は is the topic marker. Together, 私は means as for me or I. After this is the phrase 子供の時 meaning when subject was a child. 子供の時子供 is child and の時 is when. Since 私 was shown as the subject before this, it's when I was a child. Next is the word 岩手, which is the name of a place in Japan. 岩手 Last is the verb いました meaning was. いました Altogether, it's 私は子供の時、岩手にいました。This translates as When I was a child, I lived in 岩手。私は子供の時、岩手にいました。When I was a child, I lived in 岩手。After that is the rest of the dialogue. 岩手の寿司は 本当に美味しいです。だから、小さい時、よく食べました。でも、アメリカでは全然食べませんでした。The sushi there is really delicious, so I ate it often when I was little. But in America, I never ate it. そうですか。私はあまり寿司を食べません。Is that so? I don't eat sushi very often. どうしてですか？ Why? 私も小さい時、函館でたくさん食べました。函館の寿司も美味しいですから。でも、東京ではあまり食べません。When I was little, I ate a lot of sushi in Hakodate. The sushi in Hakodate is also delicious. But in Tokyo, I don't eat it very often. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our examples will follow. Subject は noun の時 past tense verb phrase. Subject は noun の時 past tense verb phrase. When subject was noun past tense verb phrase. First, we have subject は This is optional, but it introduces the subject of the sentence, telling us who or what we are talking about. Next is noun. This represents a period in someone's life or a situation. It is the time frame being referred to in the sentence. Following that, we have の. This particle connects the noun to the next part of the phrase. 時. It shows possession or attribution, linking the time frame to when. Then we have 時. This means when or at the time. It indicates that what follows happened during the specified time frame. Finally, we have past tense verb phrase. This describes what happened during the time expressed in the first part of the sentence. The verb is in its past tense form because it refers to a completed action. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. 私は子供の時、岩手にいました。In this sentence, 私は is the subject of the sentence, meaning I was. は could also be used for is, but this sentence is using the past tense. 子供 is the noun, meaning child. This represents the time frame being referred to, that is, I was a child. の is the particle that connects 子供 to 時, linking the time frame to when. 時 means when or at the time, establishing the specific moment in the past. 岩手にいました is the past tense verb phrase. いました is the past tense of います meaning to be or to exist. The particle に indicates the location 岩手. So, 岩手にいました means I lived in 岩手. So, 私は子供の時、岩手にいました translates to When I was a child, I lived in Iwate. Now you can use this structure to talk about different times in your life and describe what happened during them. You can also modify 時 with I adjectives, like 小さい. When you use an adjective, you don't need to use the particle の. So the pattern becomes い adjective plus 時 plus past tense verb phrase. Now let's look at some speaking examples. 学生の時、外国に行きました。When I was a student, I went abroad. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, 学生 is the noun, meaning student. This represents the time frame being referred to. の is the particle that connects 学生 to 時, linking the time frame to when. So, when I was a student, the I was is implied without needing to say 私は. 時 means when or at the time, establishing the specific moment in the past. 外国に行きました is the past tense verb phrase. 行きました is the past tense of 行く meaning to go. The particle に indicates the destination, abroad. So, 外国に行きました means went abroad. So, 学生の時、外国に行きました translates to when I was a student, I went abroad. Now you can use this structure to talk about different times in your life and describe what happened during them. Now you can use this structure to talk about different times in your life and describe what happened during them. Here's another example. 子供の時、本をあまり読みませんでした。When I was a child, I didn't read books very much. 子供の時、本をあまり読みませんでした。When I was a child, I didn't read books very much. Let's try one more. 9歳の時、京都へ行きました。When I was 9 years old, I went to Kyoto. 9歳の時、京都へ行きました。When I was 9 years old, I went to Kyoto. Another one. 小さい時、毎週釣りに行きました。When I was little, I went fishing every week. 小さい時、毎週釣りに行きました。When I was little, I went fishing every week. One last example. 若い時、毎日肉を食べました。When I was young, I ate meat every day. 若い時、毎日肉を食べました。When I was young, I ate meat every day. Now you know how to talk about past experience in Japanese, and you can move on to the practice. またね。